Welcome back, Insomnia Sports. Today, I am so excited to get into this matchup between the Denver Broncos and the LA Chargers. They are two heated division rivals. They have met over 100 times. The career record for the Broncos is 65-51, and in recent histories, the Broncos have won 7 out of the last 9. So let's jump right into it. Today, I'm going to be playing the part of Anthony Lynn, and Ian is going to be playing the part of
Vance Joseph, the head coach of the Denver Broncos. I mean, Chris, you just said it best. Heated divisional rivalry. AFC West, it's a classic rivalry. The Broncos hate the Chargers hate the Broncos. It's going to be a great game. But in this game, you look at the Denver Broncos, they're 3-6 right now. Obviously, the Chargers, they were my Super Bowl pick going into the season. They're having a great season. Okay, they're having a great year.
I know we are.
Despite the fact that you guys haven't had Joey Bosa pretty much all year. So it's going to be a tough game for the Denver Broncos. But the main point that I want to focus on for this Broncos team, I mean, number one, you have to look at the notable wins. You only pretty much have one in the Seattle Seahawks, right? We only have 3 wins on the year. We got one notable win against the Seahawks. Pretty good team. But we also have a few notable losses under one possession. We took the Chiefs to the brink, arguably the best team in the league. We took the LA Rams to the brink. Okay, lost by 1 possession to the Rams, another team that people consider are that could be the best team in the league. And then, of course, the Houston Texans as well. We lost to them, but it was only 1 possession loss in that game. I mean, the Texans are a playoff team as well if the season were to end today. So this Denver team has players. They can play. They can play with the big boys of the NFL. I have faith in my team here. But the main point I kind of want to focus in on is getting to 3rd and short, because when our quarterback, Case Keenum, is in obvious throwing situations, right, 3rd and 15, 3rd and 12, 2nd and 20, we cannot move the football. We've got to get into 3rd and short. We've got to get Case Keenum in the short 3rd and 2, 3rd and 4, because if we can get in that nice little sweet spot right there, it's going to be easy money all day. And I'm sorry, because I know the Chargers, they have a pretty solid defense, but I know with your rushing defense, it's not that good. If we can get Phillip Lindsay involved in this game, okay, if we could get him involved, maybe not so much just running up the middle, but maybe just swinging passes out to him to the outside. I know, one of your linebackers, Denzel Perryman, one of my personal favorite players in the league, is going to be out. So if we can utilize that matchup and just use the short pass game as pretty much just an extension from the run game and getting Case Keenum in the 3rd and 2, 3rd and 3, I love that matchup all day, because I trust Case in the 3rd and short situations. And another quick point I want to bring up is we run it only 38% of the time. That needs to go up. Phillip Lindsay, undrafted out of Colorado. What a story. We need to get this guy the football. I kind of alluded to it before, with your rushing defense. But we got to get Lindsay the ball. For having a guy in Case Keenum, I like Keenum. Not obsessed with him. I like him. I root for him. But that number needs to go down. We need to establish Phillip Lindsay. We need to make him a threat in the game. He is explosive as hell. In my personal opinion, I think this guy should be up for, at least top 5, top 6 in Offensive Player of the Year, because this guy is a beast.
Oh, offensive! I thought you were going to say Offensive Rookie of the Year.
Offensive rookie. That's what I meant. Good call. Offensive player, he would definitely be getting the football. But no, so getting Lindsay involved, maybe not so much up the middle, maybe not so much up the outside, but especially in the passing game, utilizing the matchups, taking advantage of your injury, looking at the numbers, and just trying to compare matchups to your below-average Chargers defense. Do you have anything to counteract that?
Wow. I'm going to be honest with you. You guys are simple in game plan for, and we're going to do it effectively. We are going to put 8 men in the box all game long on 1st and 2nd down. We are going to stuff Lindsay, because that is the key to this football game. Make no mistake about it. And when we get your quarterback in 3rd and long, he is going to make mistakes, because he's made them all year. On the year, he's got 11 touchdowns and 10 interceptions, and we're going to force you to turn the ball over. And when you do, we are going to go to work. It's simple. It's as simple as it gets. Stuff the run, force your subpar quarterback to make throws that he doesn't want to make. And when he does that, we are going to win this football game, because, quite honestly, you can't match up with our offense. Our offense is dynamic. We have one of the best running backs in football, Melvin Gordon. We have big play threats on the outside with Mike Williams, Tyrell Williams, the Williams boys, as I like to call them. They rank 2nd and 4th in yards per catch this year. They're both around 20 yards per catch. And, of course, we got one of the best wide receivers in football in Keenan Allen. We've also got two guys out of the backfield that can catch the ball, and we got Antonio Gates in the red zone. I don't see how your team is going to match up. We are going to mass protect for Phillip Rivers, who has been one of the most efficient quarterbacks in football this year. Excuse me. I'm getting excited. With 21 touchdowns and only 4 interceptions. So I don't see how you're gonna do it. I know that you guys have a great pass rush with Miller and Chubb, one of the best in the league, which is why we're going to give Gordon the ball a lot on first and second down, keep you guys off balance, get Rivers into third manageable. But I don't see how you're going to beat us. I really don't, especially because we're at home. When Denver's at home, I might have been a little worried, but you're not going to beat us. You're not going to beat us on the road. I don't see it, and that's it, man. It's a simple game plan for us, in my opinion. The only thing I'm a little worried about is our red zone defense, which is why I'm probably going to try to blitz you guys as often as possible so you don't get to the 20-yard line, because we've given up a touchdown 83% of the time that opponents have reached our red zone. So that's the only thing I'm a little worried about. But we got to stuff the run and force Keenum to beat us.
Yeah, it's funny you mentioned that. On my notes, in all caps, it just says, get to the red zone. This Denver Broncos team, if we can chip away, if we can keep your, beloved Phillip Rivers off the field, that would obviously bode well for the Broncos moving forward. If we could get in third and manageable, everything else will take care of itself, because if we're in third and short, Keenum probably won't be getting sacked. He probably won't be turning the ball over. You will be on the field. It's obviously a high percentage chance to get the first down and to obviously continue moving the chains down the field. But I want to quickly address what you said about our defense. You say, oh, the Chargers have this incredible offense and stuff like that, which is all true, and there's no way that we can stop you guys. Well, the best player on the field is wearing orange and blue in Von Miller. The best defensive rookie in this class is wearing orange and blue in Bradley Chubb. They're pass rushers. They're going to get after Phillip Rivers, your guy here, okay? These guys are being paid. The Broncos invested. Von Miller's the second pick in the draft. Bradley Chubb's the 5th pick in the draft. Have you seen Von Miller's contract? Have you seen his numbers? The guy is an absolute stud. He can wreck.
He's the second best defensive player in football. We're well aware of that, which is why we're going to double team him all game long. We're going to have a lot of 2 tight end sets, and we're going to mass protect for our quarterback.
Sounds good. But then, I like leaving Bradley Chubb the 5th overall pick on one-on-one matchups on the outside. So, but granted, the Chargers' offensive line has stepped up so far this season. That's been a major problem of for you guys, especially on the interior. I know you guys got Forrest Lamp and this and that now, and obviously Pouncey from the Dolphins, who's a great player. But I like the matchup with our defensive line. The one thing I also want to point out is this: the Charger, whenever it's a divisional rivalry game, the tension is up. Everybody wants to win. There's a lot of pressure on both teams to win, because nobody likes losing the divisional games. So you just have to assume that, like I was saying before, that the tensions are going to be up and everything is going to be a little bit more heated because they're rivals. So I just believe that the Denver Broncos defense they have enough talent to stop the Chargers offense. I'm not saying consistently. I'm not naive to the fact that the Chargers won't be able to put up points. But what I am saying, excuse me, I'm getting a little excited here, thinking about Von Miller coming off the edge. But if we can win the time of possession battle with Case Keenum, waste time, use a lot of clock, get not necessarily chunk plays, right? I'm not really pretty much going to go into the game asking Case Keenum to throw, yards 35 or passes 35 yards downfield. I don't really plan on doing that.
You better not. I'll tell you that right now. If you do that, you're going to lose this football game.
Yeah, and if you want to stop the run, like you were saying, just load the box and whatnot, Case Keenum has showed in the past, especially last year, he can get the football to the wide receivers on one-on-one matchups on the outside. And I like our wide receivers. Emmanuel Sanders has great separation skills. Cortland Sutton, the rookie out of SMU, has the size. I like that size.
That's where you lose me. I'm sorry. That's where you lose me, because last year, Case Keenum's weapons were a hell of a lot better than they are this year with Stephon Diggs and Adam Thielen. These guys don't compare, and we're going to stuff you all game long. I'm not worried about it. Not to mention, you mentioned turnovers. Our team does not turn over the football. We've only turned the football over 7 times all year, and in our 7 wins, we've only turned it over 3 times. So it's simple. Play a safe, effective game. Don't make silly throws. As long as we don't turn the ball over 2 or 3 times in this game, you have no chance.
What was every team's game plan last year going against the Minnesota Vikings? Load the box, stop the run, stop Dalvin, stop the run. Let Case Keenum beat you. And he did that on a week-to-week basis. He shredded everybody by having one-on-one matchups on the outside. Granted, Adam Thielen, Stephon Diggs, they're great wide receivers, and the Vikings had a ton of weapons. But you take a look at this Denver Broncos team, even though these guys aren't household names, even though Sun is not a household name, even though, Deshaun Hamilton, you probably don't even know who that is. He's a wide receiver out of Penn State, great separation skills. I like my guys in one-on-one matchups on the outside. If you want to load the box, that's fine. You can do it. But I'm just saying it right now. Keenum did it pretty much every game last year, and he shredded everybody. So play how you want.
Good luck trying to shred us on Sunday.
All right, we'll see what happens, man.
So now that we're done breaking down the matchup, let's give our honest and unbiased prediction. Give me a final score prediction to this game in San Diego.
Yeah, since it's in in Los Angeles. Yeah, since it's in LA, I'm going to give the nod to the Chargers. Like I was kind of talking about before, it is a divisional rivalry, so I think it will be a little bit closer than what people are saying. And the Chargers kind of disappointed me last week going against Oakland, and they just didn't look explosive. It could have almost been like they were sleeping on Oakland a little bit, but I still got the Chargers big. I'm going to go Chargers 27 to Denver Broncos 16.
That's a great fight. I don't in my head. I'm like I'm picking 27 for the Chargers because I don't see the Chargers breaking 30 again. I do respect Denver's defense. I think they do have a pretty good defense. Even though they've disappointed me this year, I was much higher than most people on Denver entering the season. I'm going to go 27-14, a very similar score. I see it right around where you see it, about a 10 to 14 point game.
Yeah, I just see Denver just getting a lot of just having a hard time moving the ball, but it is what it is.
But as always, I hope you guys enjoyed what you watched, and I hope you come and check out our next preview video.
Yeah, sounds good. And also, in the comment section, let us know who, number one, you guys think are going to win the game, and then who also won the debate, Chris or myself. So that's pretty much it. We're going to wrap it up. Thanks so much for watching, and stay tuned.